The green revolution has taken off. Hybrid cars are the norm, recycling has boomed, and people are enriching their soil the way their ancestors did. Composting dates back to the 15th century, but the practice fell out of use in the 1900s. With ample room for disposal and a boom in chemical fertilizer use, organic waste simply became trash. During the 80s, there was a bit of a change in thinking. Recycling became popular, and yard waste and food scraps began to be seen more as resources as opposed to just garbage.
There was a greater increase in interest in all things environmental, and this was something that you could do for yourself relatively easily and at home.
And people were starting to wake up to some of those things that, we just can't keep treating our environment the way it had developed.
30 years ago, the Spokane Solid Waste System started the Master Composter Recycler program and hosted its first composting class. The classroom wasn't necessarily bursting at the seams.
It seems like it was very laid back. There were two gentlemen from Seattle that came over. We just did a lot of talking and maybe turned some piles over, and it was informative.
As seeds start small, so did the composting class. However, after growing its first crop of master composters, the program began to take root.
Recent years, we were getting upwards of 30 people in the class, which was pretty exciting for us to see that expansion. So over the years, it has grown. We just kept at it.
As the class grew, master composter recyclers are sprouting up all over Spokane, and what was once garbage was now seen as a valuable resource. In order to capture the growing interest in getting away from expensive fertilizers and improving soil health, the twice-annual compost fair was started in the mid-90s. At these events, even more people were taught about the process of composting. Since the start of the event, over 14,000 backyard compost bins have been given out.
The compost fair was, I think, and still is, the best recruiting for home composting because it comes twice a year. It's part of a really nice activity at Finch Arboretum, and there are 6 or more stations where people learn all the aspects of home composting and worm composting.
Because of these and other outreach activities, tens of thousands of tons of clean green has been diverted from becoming waste and instead turned into a resource. By using organics and turning them into natural fertilizers, countless dollars have also been saved. Even if you just look at the financials of composting, those banana skins look way more appealing.
I think it continues to grow, and Chris has done a fabulous job with all of the programs she does, and she's getting larger and larger classes, so I don't think we've peaked out at all.
When the idea of having a master composter recycler program was conceived, it wasn't just about teaching people how to compost and recycle, but to realize that garbage is final.
What I do today is no big deal. I could throw that banana peel away, but my whole life, if I save all the banana peels, the coffee grounds, that starts to make a big difference. I get my family to, my kids, they raise up, they're used to composting. Day by day, it doesn't make much of a difference, but it's how it accumulates person by person and day by day.
As minds continue to change, the Master Composter Recycler program continues to be popular. Now more than ever, the waste stream is seen as more of an asset than a burden. More than 900 Master Composter Recyclers have taken the class in 30 years. As graduates, they commit to sharing their knowledge with others. Volunteers help staff up to 50 events each year, donating between 700 to 1,000 hours teaching others how to reduce waste. It's been 30 years of growth and enrichment to both our soil and our population. Happy anniversary!